Welcome to another episode of Jake in the Wood. This is Jake.
8.
I'm the Wood. Welcome again.
So, we got a lot going on in sports with the Stanley Cup Finals happening last night. St. Louis Blues winning their first figure skate boxing championship, the Lord Stanley's Cup. And St. Louis Blues, first-time champions of that. And we might see a reoccurring theme of first-time champions tonight with the NBA Finals going on back in Oracle Arena, Golden State. Kevin Durant, there are tragedies, and then there are sports tragedies, and you know what happened to Kevin Durant was kind of a bit of a tragedy, I'd say, in sports.
Yeah,
pretty horrible.
Yeah, it was sad. I mean, I don't know how bad we can feel for him. I guess we feel bad for him that he's not playing in the championship.
Yeah, it's
He's
hard to
gonna miss a year.
feel bad for Super Rich.
He's still like a gazillionaire and an incredible basketball player. So,
but one of the things that bothered me was Jalen Rose's comments. I don't know if you heard him about the pound of flesh, and it's like that's just Golden State had their doctors. Kevin Durant had his own people. If he had a second opinion or his own doctors telling him, you're a grown man. You make a decision.
Yeah.
You know how your body feels. It's not like somebody kicked him and said, "Get out there, dog." It's
I mean, look, nobody's going to jail over it. It's not a crime against humanity. It's fine. Jalen Rose is actually my favorite commentator on television. He's brilliant, but he was just wrong on that one. But
he's brutally honest, man. I gotta appreciate brutal honesty,
Yeah. So in going from sad news to sad news, it is cold and rainy in late June in Syracuse, and so
East Seattle,
today,
as I like to say.
Yeah, East Seattle. It's kind of a downer a little bit. Episode of Jake in the Wood today.
We're gonna revisit the 8 most depressing Syracuse NCAA tournament losses. That was actually our first video here. That was our first video. Went a little long, and I wanted to get it out to YouTube. And actually, I wanted to thank this guy for inspiring me, because Jake in the Wood is all his ideas. He's one of my best friends, and when we were kids, we used to shovel basketball courts just so I could beat him one-on-one.
He never beat me, just for the record. Maybe once or twice, but not often.
So let's get down to it.
Yeah.
The 8 most depressing losses. And again, we're not going to cover 1987 against Indiana, because if you look at that roster, yes, it was a horrible way to lose. But
it's just obvious. So we're going to skip the most obvious 1987. That's we're skipping that. But let's go to 8. So number 8.
Number 8, Arkansas, 94-95 season. The loss to Arkansas. Lawrence Moten, timeout with 4.3 seconds left, and they had a 1-point lead, and he calls timeout. We had the defending champs on the ropes, and it ended up going to overtime. Moten called timeout, but Luke Jackson actually had the ball, and I'm pretty sure they've since changed the rule for that.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure that win got vacated by the NCAA because it turned out that Nolan Richardson was paying guys to be on that team.
40 minutes of hell was awesome.
Yeah, if you liked Arkansas, right? And right behind that came Bill Clinton. So, Lawrence Moten...
Let's keep politics out.
Yeah, I would just say that... Yeah, that's right. Lawrence Moten, he's hanging around Syracuse. Anybody that meets him... He's happy to take pictures and shake hands and remind you that he is still the Big East scoring champion of the world.
Number 7, 2003-2004 Sweet 16 loss to Alabama. We are the defending champions. Yeah, you don't get a lot of chances to say that, but it was just a Warwick with 21 points and Jerry with 26, and nobody else scored over double
They were
figures.
way too good to lose to Alabama. That was just a classic egg-laying by Cuse. Yeah. And high expectations.
And high expectations, as usual. Number 6, We're a 3rd seed, and in the second round, we lose to Marquette in 2011.
Yeah.
That's the Phantom over and back call. That is Scoop Jardine inbounding the ball to Waiters in the backcourt. So he passed the ball in the backcourt. We never established front court, and the refs called over and back.
I wonder if Scoop Jardine still gets paid by Waiters. I wonder if he's on Waiters' payroll.
Scoop has, hopefully we can get him for the basketball tournament this summer, which is a big thing. I'm going to try and get some tickets for that.
Yeah. Okay.
Number 5, 88 in 88-89 Elite 8 loss to Illinois.
Oh, yeah.
That was Derek Coleman's senior year. Illinois started nobody over 6'7" and still out rebounded us. And you got Matt Rowe shooting 47% from 3-point range that year. We had no bench.
Yeah.
The leading scorer off our bench that season averaged 4 points a game. So, but still, there were great players on that Illinois team. Kendall Gill. But still.
Derek Coleman gets drafted after that. What number did he get drafted?
Oh, yeah, number 1.
Number 1.
The all-time leading rebounder in NCAA tournament history, and we can't get a rebound against anybody under 6'7".
Yeah.
What? Brutal.
Yeah. So, producer, how many minutes do we have?
We're good.
We're good? All right, we can go on to the next one.
Our producer's going to give us a signal. I've trained him.
Okay.
We're good. Number 4?
Yes.
All right, 2014. We are a 3 seed, and we lose to Dayton in the second round. That was a 25-0 start season. That is Jeremy Grant, C.J. Fair, Tyler Ennis. We start off 25-0. Never happened in Syracuse history. Lose 4 of the next 6 games down the stretch and just couldn't shoot threes. Like, that was the year Tyler Ennis hit that 3 against Pitt from just about half court, and everybody said, "Oh, he's a 3-point."
I know, Tyler Ennis is great.
Yeah. Tyler Ennis was great. Okay,
no, he wasn't.
As a point guard, he's
a great freshman.
He knew when to run, when not to, when to get guys involved, when to get his own shot going. I really like Tyler Ennis as a point guard, but
one of the great Canadians coming to Q's.
We're getting the Canucks, babe.
We are, even in football too.
I mean, that hockey country. Does Syracuse have a hockey team? But they have a basketball team. We're getting all the Canadians. Number 3, 1987-88, second round loss to Rhode Island.
Ooh.
The tears.
Yeah.
I mean, Sherman Douglas was apparently sick. And yes, I have a notebook. I'm like an old man.
School.
I'm an old man.
Yeah.
But our starting lineup is Ronnie Slykely, Derek Coleman, Stevie Thompson, Sherman Douglas, Matt Rowe. And in the second round, we lose to Rhode Island.
Yeah.
And that was after we went to the final game against Indiana. And I just remember the boogers and tears as a kid. Like,
hey, yeah, I absolutely cried on that.
Man.
I actually cried on the next one that's on our list.
Number 2. 1991, and we are the 2 seed.
The Spiders.
And we lose to Richmond. And not only that, we are the first number 2 seed to ever lose to a 15. Yeah. Oh, man.
Thank you.
Virginia.
To Virginia. Thank you, Virginia.
Thank you for losing to a 16, because if we would still be like, no, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But we're 26-4 in that season, ranked number 6 going in. We had a great 8-0 all season in games, 4 points and under, and we lose by 4 points.
Yeah, I would also say that was sort of before parity, huge parity in the NCAA.
Oh, yeah.
It was before the mid-majors, took the tournament by storm.
Absolutely.
It was really it was depressing. Richmond might as well have been West Genesee High School.
Yeah. I think you get a technical foul for starting 5 white dudes now. And they did. And they still put it on us. They put it on us, man. It was depressing. Billy Owens was the star of that season. But
Number 1,
preseason, we're number 6, and we return all 5 starters. Big East tournament title. Number 4 seed going in, and we lose to Vermont. That is Akeem Warwick's senior year, Jerry's junior year. Warwick had 10 turnovers in that game. Jerry's bringing the ball down with time to go, last shot. We have a last possession. The refs say it went over and back off Jerry's foot as he was dribbling. But I don't know if you've ever dribbled a basketball off your foot. Usually it goes forward.
So
if you're running forward, the ball goes backwards. Because he was being defended, and they never review it.
Yeah.
They never review it. Actually, I freaked out so bad. I was surprised the cops didn't come over to my apartment.
Your face is still red.
Oh.
It stayed red all these years after that loss. That loss is emblematic of this year in that we lost point guards to suspensions. That game, remember Billy Edelin and Josh Wright get suspended.
Right.
I think Edelin sort of already was.
Yeah, that guy, he loved being suspended.
And,
I think he was suspended more games than he
Josh
actually
Wright
played.
out of Utica Proctor, I was always hoping that he would turn into this great ball player.
No. Josh Wright was a guy that could run so fast, but he couldn't dribble as fast as he was running.
So Jerry McNamara, behind us, he had to fill in at points. It was, later in his career he was more adept at that, but that it was sort of thrown into it.
That championship team, though, what people don't realize is Jerry McNamara wasn't recruited to be the starting point guard. Billy Edelin was already the starting point guard, and then he gets suspended. But those are our top most depressing Syracuse NCAA tournament losses. Really fun list to put together. But tell us yours down below. And, I just wanted to get this video out. Next week we'll be discussing Syracuse football.
Yes!
Much more uplifting topic. We will be discussing the upcoming schedule.
Dino Babers for president of the world.
Okay, the world. All right, I'll take it. But yeah, if you're watching this video right now, then you're already a subscriber. So tell a friend. Subscribe. Check out the Facebook page. There's always interesting topics. We're trying to keep it fresh and new. And
yeah.
We're trying to keep new masks coming.
Hasta luego.
Wait.
Oh, wait, what?
Can you do the Shaq dance while you're sitting I had to get that in there.
Yeah.
So,
anyways, hasta luego. Until next time, Mexico.
Thanks for watching.